Hey, and welcome back. Today's scripture comes from Genesis chapter 25. Abraham married another wife named Keturah. The children she bore him were Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Isbak, and Shu. Jokshan became the father of Sheba and Dedan. Dedan's sons were Ashuriam, Lethusium, and Lemimum. Midian's sons were Ephah, Epher, Enoch, Abida, and Ildah. Of all of these were Keturah's sons. Abraham gave everything he owned to Isaac. To the sons of Abraham's secondary wives, Abraham gave gifts and, while he was still living, sent them away from his son Isaac to the land to the east. Abraham lived to the age of 175. Abraham took his last breath and died after a good long life, a content old man, and he was placed with his ancestors. His sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, which is in the field of Zohar's son Ephron the Hittite near Mamre. Thus Abraham and his wife Sarah were both buried in the field Abraham had purchased from the Hittites. After Abraham's death, God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac lived in Beer Lahai. These are the descendants of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's servant, bore for Abraham. These are the names of Ishmael's sons, by their names and according to their birth order. Nebaioth, Ishmael's oldest son, Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Napshish, and Kedemah. These are Ishmael's sons. These are their names by their villages and their settlements, 12 tribal leaders according to their tribes. Ishmael lived to the age of 137. He took his last breath and died and was placed in with his ancestors. He established camps from Havilah to Shur, which is near Egypt, on the road to Assyria. He died among all of his brothers. These are the descendants of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham became the father of Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel the Aramean, and the sister of Laban the Aramean, from Paddan Aram. Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife, since she was unable to have children. The Lord was moved by his prayer, and his wife Rebekah became pregnant. But the boys pushed against each other inside of her, and she said, "If this is what it's like, why did this happen to me?" So she went to ask the Lord, and the Lord said to her, "Two nations are in your womb. Two different peoples will emerge from your body. One people will be stronger than the other. The older will serve the younger." When she reached the end of her pregnancy, she discovered that she had twins. The first came out red all over, clothed with hair, and named him Esau. Immediately afterwards, his brother came out gripping Esau's heel, and his name was Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when they were born. When the young men grew up, Esau became an outdoorsman and knew how to hunt, and Jacob became a quiet man who stayed at home. Isaac loved Esau because he enjoyed eating game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Once when Jacob was boiling stew, Esau came in from the field hungry and said to Jacob, "I'm starving. Let me devour some of this red stuff." That's why his name is Edom. Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright today." Esau said, "Since I'm going to die anyway, what good is my birthright to me?" Jacob said, "Give me your word today." And he did. He sold his birthright to Jacob. So Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew. He ate, drank, got up, and left, showing just how little he thought of his birthright. Here ends today's reading.